So hello and welcome to another MFL teaching video where I explain one of my favorite activities. This one's called ping pong. It's really good for speaking and listening in the target language, and I'm hoping that this little video, famous last words, will be short and snappy. So you can pause this video and you can read through the rules. This particular topic is with a Year 10 German class, and it's on the topic of Familie, meine Familie, my family. And just going through the activity, you can see that there's 25 sentences. There's 25 sentences for both. They are the same sentences, and all that we've done is we've got the English translations for some and not the German, and for the others we've got the German and not the English translation. So it's actually only 25 sentences. You could expand this resource depending on the ability of your class. It could be a higher ability class, it could be lower ability. You could have 10 sentences, you could have more. You could get the students to create the resource, maybe as a homework or as a starter activity, certainly if they're quite reliable, motivated, on side with what you're trying to achieve in the languages classroom. You could give them this activity and they can kind of take ownership for it. They could, maybe stick to a sentence builder or a vocabulary list, or you could give some points for, 20 to 25 sentences. You'll give a few points or merits, some rewards out for some extra language that's on topic, but perhaps hasn't been included yet, just to give the students an opportunity to personalize the activity. So that's one point that I want to make. It's very adaptable in that sense. You can start off with German to English, which is obviously easier, more manageable for the students. They could maybe read the sentences out as well, so that they've got that extra scaffolding. Their partner will have the other half. So if they've got the German sentence, their partner will have the English translation. So let's say partner A has 1, 3, 5, 7. It's got all of the odd sentences in the top box, which are all the German sentences. His partner B will have all of the English translations. And partner B, he has a refereeing coaching role. He's there to make sure that his partner gets it correct, but also, as you can see with the rules up here, he's also there to give a clue, give a bit of help if his partner needs it. And so there's still opportunity to get 1 point if the partner got it wrong first time but needed a bit of help. If you get it right first time, 3 points. Okay. I really like this activity in that it gets a lot of speaking done. You can either do back and forth like ping pong, or you could maybe have 5 in a row, see how they do. Basically, you want them to be speaking, you want them to be listening. And I don't want to neglect the role that listening and kind of monitoring has in this activity. Let's say partner B is listening to partner A. He's not just listening out for the translation, he's reviewing and correcting on the go what his partner is saying, whether his partner makes any mistakes. He's rewarding him for getting it right. But in order to do that, he has to know and make sure that he knows what's right. And that's why he's got the correct answer here. So that review that the partner is engaging in is actually really helpful for his or her language skills as well. So it's not really passive listening. It's actually quite active listening. Say, for instance, partner A says eine or ein Bruder and gets it wrong, or die Sam heiße, something like that. Little letters that totally change or invalidate really the sentence. This is the sort of activity where we want to encourage lots of speaking and listening in the target language. We're maybe not being really strict on little mistakes, but classmates, students can be quite strict to each other and themselves. And so that referee role and that coach role is a really, really positive benefit in this activity. Now, what I find as well, if I've got a good and high ability class, I can make this activity more difficult, this game. You can add time limits. You can take away the reading element, so the partner doesn't get to read. So the partner that's translating, they don't get to read anything. They're just listening and they're just responding on the go. So you can make this quite a difficult activity. You could also obviously go from English to German. You could input any language here. That's the beauty of this activity. So I find that this activity can take 20 to 30, 35 minutes. It's really important to maybe have an extension task, maybe on mini whiteboards, that's quick and easy to input as little gaps between the different levels, shall we say, of this activity. But as a resource, it's fairly low prep. You just need however many sentences with the translations. You can even get the students to do that. One of the things I would say that I'm learning to incorporate as a daily habit is just visualization. A bit like an athlete, I'm visualizing how the lesson is going to go. I'm thinking about the instructions, and I'm also critically thinking, what is it going to look like, this activity in the lesson? I'm anticipating difficult questions. I'm running through the activity in my head, and I'm visualizing problems, unexpected questions, that kind of thing, so that when I'm delivering it, I've already done so in my head. I've smoothed out any problems. I've kind of fixed any question marks that might come up if I was presenting it to the students for the first time, which means that I'm more confident, but I'm also quicker. You know, I'm not against at all giving instructions in the native language, say in English, so that the students can crack on with the activity, and a little bit of native language to make sure that they understand actually might, in most circumstances and classrooms, pay off great dividends, because you get more time playing the game. So that visualization is also an important thing. I'm not always good at it. I'll put my hands up and be honest there. I create a great resource, but actually that extra 5% of just sitting and thinking it through and going, okay, how would I play this game? Close my eyes. How's it going to look? How's it going to be when we're in the middle of a classroom? What could go wrong? And just try and head off any problems that you might encounter in the moment that can scupper a lesson and halt progress. At the end of the day, we want these students, in my case teenage boys, to be really motivated and enthused about speaking. So we want a nice variety of language there, and we want to keep upping the challenge and upping the difficulty. You could do this individually. You could point to a higher ability group or someone that's really motivated, and you could say, right, you're on level 2. It might even be helpful. I haven't done this on this resource. I might have different levels, almost video gamify the activity, so that if students really want to challenge themselves, you could have, if you're really on it and you've got some streamlined reward systems in place in your classroom, you know, you could absolutely give them a bit of responsibility to up the difficulty. At the end of the day, you could have 20-30 minutes of just with this one activity, and all of those students are hopefully going to get a good 10 minutes of speaking and listening in that time, which in a 30 to 45 minute lesson is actually quite a lot. You know, it doesn't sound very much, but if you get the kids to maybe time themselves, how long they were actually speaking in German, how long that they were listening to German, there's always going to be a bit of back and forth, some pauses and downtime in any activity. But it's one of the best bang for your buck exercises. I think it combines low prep, flexibility. All pupils, but especially higher ability pupils, can really run with this activity and add in their own adaptations and challenge the classmates. It's a really good activity. But again, that point I make about the reflection and the visualization, just make sure that you're confident delivering this to your classes. It's a great activity, and I really commend it to you. All right, thanks very much. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.